energetically, and then you get it spiritually. So the other video I made earlier this week was, you're going to see, you're going to see that when it is time for you to go, everything spiritually is going to be laid out. You put it up there in your prayer, and you talk to other spirits, you talk to the universe, and said, okay, confirmation with that burp. I don't burp outside of channeling messages. So this is a channel message, and I am going to save this on YouTube for this live. You have put that prayer up there in the spirit realm. It's up there. All the spirit realm is working together. There are other spiritual beings like you that are working together. Your higher selves are like, okay, let's get this plan into action. Let's do X, Y, and Z to lay out the pathway for it. You do this part, I do this part, and so on and so forth. There are people who are in place or going to be in place at that set time. And things are going to happen at a set time. Too soon could be bad, too late could be bad. Too soon could be, either way. You want it just right. When everything's going to go the way that is going to be the most beneficial for you and those involved, because we don't want to do anything to somebody else's detriment that'll put us into karmic debt with them. It puts us in karmic debt with the universe, because it's not a like for like exchange with the energy. It's like you got to repay the person that you hurt. You're going to end up repaying somebody else. The universe is going to send them something even better, tenfold. There's nothing you can give back to them that'll measure up to what you took. So they're going to send them something even better to help them when you've hurt somebody or you've wronged somebody. And it's not going to be, y'all come in, like, and share the live. Let's get to 5K, because I've already started channeling and we're not exchanging energy at this point. It's just me being drained. So we got to keep it going that way. Receives, yes. So y'all tap that screen, send gifts or donate up in the bio. And so on any platform, whether you're catching this live or on a playback. But the point is, everything gets lined up spiritually. Everything gets lined up spiritually. Once the plan is set in motion and in place and it's ready to go and there's a set time, you are notified. And let's just say this has been in place. It's just waiting on you to come into alignment with it. You are notified, or you're given peace about it mentally. Your vessel is given peace about it mentally. Hey, priestess. Your vessel is given clarity and peace about it mentally. Like, hey, get excited. Some parts of this, be quiet, because we're moving through, strategically. Everybody can't know your plans. Everybody can't know where you're moving. Or just like it's already lined up spiritually, somebody's going to try to go take shots at it. Take shots at it before it manifests physically. A lot of things, you got to let them play out. Some things, it can be a high level. Like, hey, yeah, people might know, hey, I'm moving next month, whatever. But details, what the fuck you need to know? That's where I stopped channeling and just devil energy be coming in. What the fuck you need to know for? Moving away from you. What the fuck you don't ask no motherfucking questions. Okay? And be for real. Stand on that shit. Spiritual warfare is real, y'all. People don't send you spiritual warfare to make you sick. They send you spiritual warfare to unalive you. So anybody that sent you some stuff, they ain't your motherfucking friend. This is our channel. It's going to be a lot of profanity, a lot of rough talking, and then we're going to come back to love, because that's who I am at my core. But when it comes to karmic situations and spirituality, baby, it's say less. I'm a spiritual warrior, okay? Hey, Tippy. Hey, honey. So doing this channel message. So everything's lined up for you spiritually. Everybody who's got a role to play, they're at their part. The set time on your path. Set time, set time, set time. This person's in place. This character's in place. This character's in place. And you're walking through it. Walking through it. Okay, you got mental peace. I just got to get up and walk through it. And so here we go. This card keep coming out, the Four of Wands. There's a set time for you to get away from everything and start a new life. There's a set time for your plans to come into play. 1111 with the 4 wands. So understand, y'all. Tap that screen. Let's get to 10K. Let's do some subscriptions. Let's do some gifts. Y'all exchange some energy with me. I got stuff to do. Send some money. And so link in the bio to book me and everything. Mini reads on here 1111. Speaking of 1111, so once you got some peace about, okay, the plan's already set in motion, I know I can't see it. What is there for you to see? There's nothing for you to see. Whatever is not being shown is being protected until the right time. It has to be protected. So your flesh is like a child. You can't just always get what you want when you want it, because you're going to mess it up. You can't just have everything, every dime you're supposed to have for the rest of your life, every house, every car, everything you want it now. Where are you going to put all your houses and all your cars on the same day? The next house you're supposed to live in, you don't see it yet. The next car you're supposed to have, you don't need it yet. You already got one in the driveway. You already living in one master bedroom. I mean, personal master. You know what I'm saying? There's a set time for everything in your life to come into play. The child you're meant to have on a certain day, you don't see that child or any evidence of a pregnancy yet, because it's not time yet. But 9 months out, you will have evidence. Matter of fact, 7 months out, because most of us don't know until we're almost 2 weeks pregnant, unless you are intuitive like myself. I know the moment I'm pregnant. I know. Can't deny it, and I be knowing. Right? But and consider that, just like a pregnancy, ain't no sign of no child. But in your spirit, you probably been told, you prayed for a child, then they gave you confirmation in your spirit that a child is coming. And even though you have 0 signs of being pregnant or even having somebody to make a child with, that'd be the kicker right there. What if you ain't even got nobody and you want a kid? You're gonna have to have a different level of faith. Like, so when is all this supposed to play out? You have no idea. You have no idea. And what did I pull as I was flipping through the 10 of Cups? You can't see all the people that's going to be in this picture on the day you say the prayer. But you're going to get some peace. He said, okay, Mary. Look, you got to be married out here, you might be married. But no sign of a child, but it takes 9 months to make that child. You know when it's time. And you might be well into something and you pray for a child, you don't see one yet, you got the spouse, and you 2 months pregnant, don't even know it. Don't even know it. Can you have peace in that situation? Some things, just like being 2 months pregnant, before you really know it, that 8-week mark, 6 to 8 week mark is typically when most women find out. Once there's evidence with no cycle, right? And so, are you okay with knowing that most things in life are going to show up with you energetically and physically, going to be manifested, but so soft and subtly that it's not going to be this big giant surprise, like, surprise, it's here, you got it. But it's just going to creep into, its spot quietly, especially if it's money. Money is a silent partner. Money don't like loud stuff. When people get boastful and loud and start acting like they better than people or getting flashy with the money, putting money out there like it's a physical body or entity that validates them, money runs away. Money is shy. Don't show me. I'm a silent partner. I just want to be in the background. And so imagine owning a gym or a restaurant. You own a restaurant, you got a silent partner. They just say, here, I'm just going to show up and be the money for this business. I'm just going to show up and be the money for this business. And I would just, I just want to see you do well. I just like the idea of being a part of something bigger than me, but I do not like any physical attention on this planet. Just let me be in the background, helping things run smoothly. You go be the face of this, right? You go be the face of this. And whatever people want to know, it needs to be about you. Not how you got it, not where the money's coming from, not the silent partner. It's just about you. So your silent partner in life is money. Be quiet. Money don't want to be broadcast. Money like to cozy up to you and be like, hey, your invisible friend. your silent partner. And so when people get loud, like, look at money sitting next to money, is like, I did not want no attention. Like, I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go. And that's what happens. So when you see people who have a lot of ego, a lot of boasting, a lot of pride, are careless with money, they don't learn how to manage it. They don't even try to do a budget spreadsheet and chat. Make me chat GPT make me a budget spreadsheet. They don't even try to do that, right? When people are reckless and careless with money, money runs away. Like, I got money, or I'm a menace with my money. There's a CD years ago that I listened to when I was in a multi-level marketing business, and it was centered around finances. And it was something I needed to learn to understand the offense, the defense, and the playing fields of money to help me with a solid financial education, things you should have learned at home. And I was so grateful that Spirit put me in that business at that time as I was getting divorced, because it also helped me with personal development. So it served its purpose at that time. It is no longer that business anymore. It's evolved into something else. However, it was what I needed when I needed it, right? So it helped me with my mindset shift about myself, personal development, reading books, always constantly striving to understand who I am, why I think like this, and perhaps what's a better way to think. And then it helped me with things like my money views. Who are you with money? Because money and the heart, the abundance, they want you to think that your abundance in your heart, your intrinsic value is tied to a dollar, and it is not. But you can attract these dollars, but you can also do better by attracting relationships that fund you through love, support. People need people. So what's the biggest thing that people are building right now on the internet? What are they trying so hard to build? Because this business that I was in at that time taught me this concept in 2013. People are building communities because they understand that when you have a community of people supporting you, you have an unlimited amount of resources, because you know those people and they can do things for you, whatever trade, craft, skill set they have with their time, labor, and energy, and even their love. And then those people know people. So if they can't do it for you, they know somebody who can do it, or they know somebody who can do it. And if people love and support you, then they will find somebody to do it for you. So is the real wealth in relationships or in a piece of paper? So that's why the heart has to be right to attract relationships, not so that we can attract more money. But you'll find that when you get your heart right, you love yourself, you come to alignment with your higher self, and you're letting things come down through the spirit into this physical vessel, then you're going to have more success. You're going to be doing the right things to attract the right relationships, and people are in alignment with your calling and your purpose, and you're going to attract all the money that comes along with it, because you are going to be so trusted that you won't be the one that, hey, I got money. Hey, I got a bigger house than everybody. Hey, I got better cars than everybody. Hey, I've got stuff. Look at money. Look at money right here. Money's like, no, I don't want to be on camera. I don't want to be seen. Right? And I would say I'm a Scorpio, but Scorpios are really good about not being flashy. So if a Scorpio's being flashy, they probably be in some South Node like Capricorn energy, to be honest. And that is my South Node. So if you ever caught me in my South Node energy in my past life, it would look like, oh, I'm trying to wear a certain thing and get people to give me attention because of what I got on, because of the thing, because of the thing. It could be clothes, hair, shoes, um, job title. That was Shanitra's hang up. That's Shanitra's hang up, y'all. Thank you so much. I'm glad this is resonating. Hopefully, hey Miss Danetta, how you doing? Y'all, this was Shanitra's biggest hang up. Y'all tap that screen. Let's get to 10K and get some gift subscriptions. Sending. Y'all know I gotta move next week, so send something. Send me a little coffee to help with the perk me up with this move, right? Thank you so much, whoever sent in PayPal. Darlene, let me know. Comment if you would like a mini read for that, and I'll do your mini read after this channel message. Majority, because right, once you put something on and put your energy in it, baby, people gonna want to know where you got it. Where did you get this $1 bracelet? I must have one. The way you are The way you putting your energy into the way you bringing it to life, I want that bracelet now. What do people do? Keep up with the Joneses. They look for the people with the highest identity and the highest amount of energy. Y'all go watch that movie, and I might watch it tonight. It has Christina Applegate in it. I know that much. It's called Keeping Up with the Joneses, and it's an older movie, maybe up to 10 years old, but it was a fake family that they put together, and they put them in this high profile neighborhood in a big house, and they had sprinkler systems. They had all the latest tech stuff for their house, all the latest cars, clothes, everything they put on. They were paid advertisements like the Kardashians, right? Everything. And they kept having get-togethers at their house, so the neighbors would come over and see the stuff they got and want to buy it, so they would help them buy it, and they would get credit for the sales. So the whole neighborhood was going broke trying to keep up with the Joneses, and this was a fake family planted in this subdivision to sell people all these gimmicks and things. They didn't have to run a single commercial on that stuff if they can move into a neighborhood where the median income is maybe around, 200K, right? They can just move right in and let these people, invite them to their home and pretend to be a family, pretend to be their friends, pretend to care. And then at the end of the movie, why did it all come out? It came out that, they were a fake family because they turned on each other, right? That they were a fake family. They were just there to sell people stuff. And these people really thought they were their friends. They was like, we going broke trying to be like y'all or keep up with all the stuff that y'all got. And that's why it's called Keeping Up with the Joneses. So everybody's trying to be like this one family on the block that just has all the latest everything from clothes to the house to the yard. And you not realizing these people didn't even pay for this stuff. How many times are we around people or watching people on the internet do what we do, and wondering how they make money, or you're trying to be like them? And like I said, my thing that I tried to keep up with the Joneses with was, I got a bachelor's degree. Or at first I had an associate's degree. I have a bachelor's degree. Now, before that, when I was in college, I'm pre-med. God took me down a notch. I'm pregnant, not pre-med. I'm switching to IT. I'm going to raise my own child. At 19, I knew that much. I knew I needed to raise my own child. I didn't want to go through residencies with the child. And y'all, for years, that broke my spirit. Shanitra, you're not a doctor. You're not worthy. Y'all know I used to cry if I had to tell somebody that story. I didn't even bring it up. It had a hold on me. I would not tell somebody I was almost going to be a doctor. I really looked down on myself like I wasn't good enough since I didn't go through with that. But my silent pain was that I switched because I got pregnant. And I didn't want to put my child through that. I switched for a good reason. I put myself in the situation. But I just felt so unworthy for years and embarrassed. So I always tried to find some IT title to make me sound like I was more than what I was, since I wasn't a doctor. I always had to find some 6-figure track. So I went in security, and then I became an Oracle DBA. Then I was in network infrastructure. And I left a lot of those teams that I just mentioned because of racism with the management team. So every experience, I got humbled. And then I went into another 6-figure IT track, and I was an IT project manager, only by work, not by title. They refused to give me that title. And it was a Black woman that refused to promote me. You know what I'm saying? So, and my income was capped. I never made it past 80K, but I was still up there higher than most people with that corporate career for 16 years. A silent pain about the title of not being an MD. A silent pain about never making it to actual 6 figures in any of my 6-figure tracks. Walking around throwing this, I'm a project manager. Yeah, I was a project manager. I was doing the fucking work. God let me be in a position where, it's not that you're not worthy. You can do the work. I'm going to let you have opportunities to lead projects. I'm going to let you co-lead programs and show you that you can teach these project managers something, even though you've been in this role for a few days. I've done the work. I've managed projects for over 5 years, been in and out of it, trained other people. I've done the work. But my spirit had to be humbled. This is not why you're here. This is not why you're here. Yes, you're a healer, but you're not going to be a doctor, because once you get that license and your eyes are open and you have your spiritual awakening later, they will destroy your career and your image as a doctor at the level of healing you're supposed to do. It's going to be forbidden in a medical practice. And so that took the sting. My spiritual awakening took the sting off of that unworthiness, and never making it to these titles, or never making it to six figures, or never being given a database as a database administrator. He wouldn't even give me a database. And then when I walked away after 16 years, 3 years ago, nobody cared about how I feel. Nobody cared about this black woman's mental health, this black single mother of two sons. Nobody cared about my mental health. Why you let go of that good job? So it's like being in an abusive marriage and nobody cares that he beating the hell out of you. As long as you got the big house and the car and the money to go with it. It's like you should just stay for that, because the only thing that matters right now is your physical security on earth. 16 years in the wrong job in an abusive and emotionally abusive environment as a black woman in corporate America will take a toll on you. God pulled me out of this so I could walk in my purpose, because I had to heal from it. I couldn't just go straight from that to this. I had to heal. That shit was real. It hurt. I didn't know how fucked up I was leaving corporate. I didn't know. You can become more like your abuser. So as you have different managers that don't treat you right, you start to every year at your review just dread that every year, every week at your performance assessment, like your one-on-ones, it's like they taking shots at you constantly. You don't realize how you just become angry and bitter, like the person that's hovering over you, hating you. You know what I'm saying? So you don't realize the toll. It's, yeah, I ain't know I was gonna say none of this stuff on her. Bobby channeling, and I be and Spirit tell me you gonna tell your story. You don't realize how messed up it made you look at life, the world, and yourself. My children just always used to tell me I have very intelligent sons. They're my sons. They're highly intuitive, and so they just tell me, "Oh, mommy's just upset with work." No matter what it was, they just always say, "Oh, mama upset with work." It wasn't always work. I had other stuff going on. They had two fathers that gave me hell. And I had it like coming at every end, and I was like, damn, I'm a black woman out here. The men that I have these children by giving me a hard time all the time, because I ain't want them no more. Then I got the kids at the house by myself. Then I got the job, and I gotta not be in the office as much and miss a lot of promotions and things like that, where other people showing up, being in people's face alone to just help you get promoted. So I wasn't there doing that all the time. I'm full-time remote, going in once a week just to show my face. You know how they play the game. They don't care how hard you work. They want to see you. hmm And so I had to give myself some grace, y'all, for how mean I was, how distant I was with my kids, how disconnected I was from life. Like, if your family say you a bitch or something, it's probably true at that time. But shit, y'all wasn't helping me. Didn't nobody give a damn about my mental health. Didn't nobody come check on me from that perspective. They'll judge the hell out of me. And so walking away, what y'all think they said about me? All the worst stuff you can imagine. I had to love myself enough to be like, I understand why I had to be in Dallas, away from St. Louis, away from everything and everyone I knew when I let go of that job, because there was just no way I would have been able to deal with that blow and this. There's just no way. That probably would have led to a mental breakdown. And so you got to understand that when you've gone through some stuff, you got to give yourself some grace to heal once you get out of it. Freedom ain't healing. Freedom is the beginning of healing. You cannot heal until you free. You do not heal in the middle of oppression. The mindset, the daily routine, the habits that you have, and even the way you talk and the way you do things is not when you're in an oppressed situation. So even if you living in somebody else's house, you're oppressed. You're not in the freedom of your own home. So even leaving there, no matter how they treated you, good, bad, ugly, it's an oppressed situation. You're going to have to heal from that. Many of you on my live have been staying with people, and then some of you have moved into your own. Some of you moved in with your divine counterparts, and you gotta. And I'm having conversations with y'all now, right? You gotta sit and heal everything you just left behind, because that was another part of the journey that you don't even realize that I was just around all these other energies beyond my control. Because when spirit set your ass in somebody's house or something like that, it ain't meant for you to be by yourself, because there's people who could be in their own home with no stable job, no stable source of income, even apply and get the apartment in that condition. And God is showing you, I put you here. It didn't matter what you qualify for, I put you here, right? And so if you're being put somewhere and you trying everything in your power to get up out of it, no, I put you here. Now understand why you're here. Learn the lesson. Pay attention. See yourself differently coming into this and going out of it. I am not the same person. Confirmation. And thank you so much for those who sent in. We gonna get to y'all. Thank you so much. Circles for change. I did not mean to click off of her. I ain't mean to click off of her. Thank you so much. If thank you so much, Quavy. And I told you I second guess myself every time. I say it and I gotta stop. Quavy. So yeah, thank you for sharing the live. Y'all share this live. I have a big goal by Tuesday. The first. Huge. So God got me. So I'm just saying, and I'm excited about it because I know God got me, right? Everything I've gotten so much confirmation is all lined up, right? I just do my part. So the thing is, we going through all these simulations in our spiritual awakening, and we got to heal from each one. And sit down and journal and write out the lesson. Say the lesson out loud, then write it down. There's power in the words. There's power in the pen, right? Now it exists outside of you. Once you put it on the pen, it's released something off of you when you say it out of your mouth. Excuse me, confirmation. That was a big word. And I ain't had no but water all day, y'all. It was a fasting day until sundown. But baby, the way I'm finna eat this salmon and the mashed potatoes, I've been thinking about. Don't have a scarcity mindset. Spirit be speaking to me, for me, and for you. I'm gonna attract a collective that can resonate with what I'm doing, right? Let me do the puzzle piece on TikTok. Thank you so much for sharing. You're a blessing. Oh, thank you so much, Quavy. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate y'all who show up. If nobody's on this live, would I sit here and talk? No. But if there's at least one person, I'm going to talk. So if y'all don't show up, I don't get to do this. I could maybe push out a bunch of videos, but live energy is different. I don't know what's going to come out. So the point is, Shanitra hid under titles trying to be worthy. Why did I do that? Childhood trauma of not feeling worthy, not ever really feeling like I was accepted by my father because he didn't raise me. He lived out of state. Then going through my spiritual journey and understanding why he couldn't raise me, spiritually speaking. Your life is set up the way it's set up for a reason. It's meant for you to become who you're meant to become. So I stopped feeling unworthy about not having my father in the house, or feeling like I had his love, acceptance, and protection all those years, and start realizing that was by design. That was by design. You know, I have a relationship with my father now, even though he still lives out of state, but that was by design. I wasn't meant to grow up with him in the house. The character and the level of tenacity that I had to build up to be me and to do what I'm called to do. And it's not just be on here giving y'all these messages. My real work is about to begin in public. That's why I say catch me while you can. I'm not going to be on her forever. That's why my move is huge. This move is, I can't give no details out. It's huge because it's time for me to do what I'm called to do in public. And so I can't run from that. I'm excited about it because I'm ready for this change. You will go through so much on your dark night of the soul on this journey, y'all. And this is normally a point where I make a joke or say something crazy about it. It's so fucking deep and ingrained in me that this shit was so fucking real. I can't even joke about it. This hurts so bad. It makes me want to cry. This spiritual awakening, y'all, it hurts so bad. It hurts so bad to wake up to the truth about who I am and the stuff that other people put on me to keep me down emotionally, physically, sometimes over my entire life as coming here to be a chosen one. Like when you wake up to who you are and why things went the way they went, it hurts so bad to wake up to that. It really does. And I found that I couldn't even have fun. I couldn't find myself being free like other girls. And if I did it to the extreme. Like if I drank, I would drink 8 Long Island iced teas. It already had 6 alcohols in it. You know, it's like taking 48 shots. Stuff like that. I don't even drink no more. If I have a sip of wine, maybe once a month in a social setting. But I had one at the wedding Saturday, and I was like, I don't even want to feel like this. I don't want to feel cut off from my higher self. So I'm telling y'all just to say this. You could live a whole life that feels like you just lived a lie. But when you wake up to it, it's going to show you some truths, some harsh truths that are going to make you so ready to whatever you called to do and walking in your purpose. It's going to make you ready to go do it. It's gonna cut you off from people so hard. It is really going to disconnect you from people at a different level. And not new people, the people you've been around. Because once you open your eyes and realize, damn, I would have never did you like that. Like I would have never talked to you like that. I would have never done that to you. And when I had the opportunity to treat you like that, I didn't. That's just not in me. And you realize that's what the world got for you. You be like, okay, it's time for me to go do what I'm called to do. I can't hide no more. I can't ignore everything I've seen. I can no longer, suppress myself and make myself feel like you didn't see this. I can't gaslight myself. That's the thing I told y'all. Don't gaslight yourself. You can't act like you ain't who you are. You felt that shit when it happened. It hurt. Betrayal hurts. All these direct and indirect shots, people lying on you, all this stuff hurts. Other people just trying to sweep it under the rug. Like, I feel like corporate again. Like, well, can you just move on? And that's real life. And Spirit was showing me it's not a particular environment, it's not a particular person, it's you. Thank you for liking the live. Let's get to 10K. Anybody else want to send in? I know I got y'all two lined up. We're gonna start y'all's by 40 after in 7 minutes. And so if anybody else want to get on the list, y'all can send in, or just to help with my move, y'all can send in or a coffee. Excuse me. So I'm just like, y'all, for real, I just, and if nobody sends a dime, I already know God got me. I already know, like, I know. Because it ain't this way, so to speak. But I'm going to tell y'all this. These people just watch me and hoping, like, me being in a position where I'm not in my own home. I don't have my own car. God didn't allow me to work a lot this past year. It's like, rest, you about to be really busy. Rest, you about to be really busy. And then feeling like all kind of shock to my nervous system because I got to work a lot. I got to work. I got to work. I got to move. I got to work. I got to move. Hearing that in the spirit and being in this reality in the flesh is so, it fucks up your nervous system. I've been in survival mode since I left my own place in 22, in December 22. That's when I moved in with the first karmic lesson about dark witchcraft and all of that, and I learned from him, right? Told y'all standing over my head doing witchcraft. Like, I think the motherfuckers trying to sacrifice me. Crazy shit, right? It's like, congratulations, you. Here are the trials of Job, starring you. I'm like, what the? Did I sign this up? Did I sign up for this in my soul contract? Apparently so. But we survived. We here today. The hair done, the nails. I'm finna do my own nails tonight. We don't look like what we've been through, y'all. We don't look like what we've been through over here, y'all. We don't look like catching a bus from Fort Worth to North Dallas just to go work and pass out samples at the grocery store in survival mode when I stay with somebody out in Fort Worth, like being talked about like a dog behind my back. He'll just walk in quiet with his energy to the point where people had to start telling me, don't tell nobody my business, because he was talking about me that bad. And these are people who like me. He just talked about me like a dog. And people will find out. People will know they ain't no good. And they will talk about you, a good person, to they people so much to where they people be like, I gotta warn this person because they hate them too much. That's how I always find out about people. Like, I gotta warn them because that person sound like they hate them too much. This sound unnatural. It's been like that, y'all. Y'all might love me. It's people like they will see your light and hate you. They will see you coming and hate you. It's real. God wanted me to open my eyes to that. Shanitra, you got light inside of you. Golden Priestess, Quavy, Soul of a Man, you carrying big light. You carrying big light inside of you. You hear me? You, Tippy, New Woman, y'all carrying big light. Y'all attracted to my light. It feels familiar. It feels like you. You carrying big light inside of you. This is a big dark place we in. Keep your eyes open. Use your discernment. Always trust your gut. Don't trust everything you encounter. Trust your gut about everything you encounter. Y'all hear me on YouTube? You understand? Don't trust everything you encounter at face value. They not like us. The people sitting outside the live cross-watching, and not just for cross-watching because they like feel awkward about coming on people's lives, and they mean no harm. I know there's a lot of people sitting out there watching me that mean no harm. But it's a lot of people out there that's watching me. It's their job. They're being paid by agencies to watch me. They've traced my bloodline. They know me and my brother, the only two in my bloodline that exist like us. They know these things. They know who we are. They know who y'all are. And they watch y'all when y'all come on here. One of them couldn't hold his tongue on another one's live. And you the one who had brought that story up, Priestess of the Golden Flame. You the one that brought that story, the agent that was on Old Girl Live. They on all of our stuff. But it ain't gonna shut me up. Yeah, my phone was echoing real bad, girl, when we was talking. Real bad. And I had to tell them I charge. You can't be listening to me for free. You can't be listening to me for free. They want to know if you know who you are. That's why I told y'all everything we've been through is so you could find out who you are. It wasn't so you could wake up and hate people or think people are horrible. It was so you could know who you are. Right? A lot of the people in the simulation that are karmic to you are big, powerful beings like you, but this lifetime they chose to come back and be asleep for your mission, to help you on your mission. So you can't hate people once you get through it. You can't hate them. And they can only do so much to you because technically they are helping you with your mission. They just got to be mean enough to wake you up, mean enough to let you experience some stuff. And you might be experiencing in a semi-safe environment, and you got to learn how to navigate that. Okay? So, you are absolutely a spiritual being having a human experience. There are some like me who are going to help you on your path in different ways. There's some who are going to be dark and karmic and help you on your path in another way. You're never a victim. You chose to be here. You have the power to overcome every situation you in. Never a victim. So, specific situation came to mind. I'm not going to speak out loud. It's private. But just know you have the power to overcome every situation you in, right? Or the solution's already been worked out for you, and you have to believe that. So we're going to move through things. Doors will open at the moment you're in front of the door. You're not going to be 3 days and 3 football fields away from the doorway, and you're going to magically see it open all the way down the field, because some other stuff going to go through before you. So in 3 days' time and 3 football field lengths time, you're going to be down there at that door. That's when you're going to see it, and that's when it's going to open for you. Otherwise, it's going to be open for somebody else because you ain't nowhere near it. You don't want your opportunity setting out. You don't want your dinner on the table before you even get to the house, do you? The fruit flies, it's hot. The fruit flies and the net's going to be on your food before you get to it, right? All the hot air will be escaped. The heat will be gone into the environment. It won't be for your belly. You don't want things before it's time. Like I said, every house you're ever going to live in, you don't want to own it right this moment, right? There's a set time for your personal residences to come into play. Investment properties, yeah, give them all to me today. Nah, probably can't. Recession hit, you can't afford to lose money on all your investing properties in one day. So if you get them over time, understand it needs to happen that way. Because I can't imagine what landlords went through during COVID when people lost their jobs and they owned all them properties and weren't making no more money off the properties, but they still had to pay the banks for the properties. Yeah, some people got bailouts, but that's a lot of responsibility. So when you ask for big things, understand, like you, the emperor, be prepared to put on some big shoes. It's a lot. It's a lot. When you want certain titles or you feel entitled to something, understand that your whole spiritual awakening, especially if it was rougher than most, like mine, is preparing you for something big. You can't get no big stuff and been through no little stuff. Baby, you're going to fold under pressure. Now, if you done made it through pressure all this time, when that pressure come, let's do this. I was built for this. I've survived this. I've experienced this. You put a man in a situation where people fighting, a fight done broke out at a football game or something like that. He done been to Vietnam or he done been in all these wars, Persian Gulf War, whatever. He gonna know how to handle himself. He ain't gonna be afraid like the general public. Oh my God. He's going to know a strategy to keep himself safe. He's already been in these environments. He's been in war zones, real ones. Not public drunken fights.